By now, we've all heard and seen the violent images of far-right and far-left extremist groups clashing in cities across the country. On one side, you have Antifa, and on the other side, Proud Boys. In Portland, members of Proud Boys smashed the glass of this pickup truck and brutally beat the driver inside, believed to be a member of Antifa. Similar confrontations have played out in Seattle and New York City. So who are the Proud Boys and Antifa? They may be on polar opposite sides of the political spectrum, but they are similar in that they both can be violent extremist groups. Let's get this straight. The comparison between Antifa and the Proud Boys took center stage in a 2020 debate between then-candidate Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump.
Who would you like me to condemn?
White supremacists and right
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what, somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem.
Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got to be
not
kidding.
militia. That's what his FBI, FBI director said.
Let's start with the far left. Antifa, short for anti-fascists, which is a loose collection of groups, networks, and individuals.
Antifa members are individuals who believe in far-left ideas, socialist ideas. Some of them even promote more extreme ideas. Some of them define themselves as communists or anarchists and so on.
Dr. Ari Perliger, professor of security studies at UMass Howell, has been studying the rise of extremist groups for more than a decade.
Many of them want to see the elimination of the capitalist system. Many of them are extremely critical about liberal democracy.
The Anti-Defamation League says Antifa's presence at protests is intended to intimidate and deter racists. But the use of violence is creating a vicious, self-defeating cycle of attacks, counterattacks, and blame. Now to the far right. Who are the Proud Boys? The Proud Boys describe themselves as Western chauvinists, saying they are a pro-Western fraternal organization for men who refuse to apologize for creating the modern world.
At the beginning, it was more a backlash against what they perceived as feminist oppression, the Me Too movement. So they defined themselves as some kind of a chauvinist association that was supposed to protect against this kind of flood of liberal feminist values.
The movement quickly grew in popularity, attending rallies and protests, some resulting in violence.
Throughout the years, they also absorbed a lot of nativist, racist, xenophobic ideas and narratives, which become part of their, I guess, vocabulary. So you see them collaborating with neo-Nazi organizations, with militia groups, with various white supremacy groups.
Making Proud Boys much easier to identify. Members are often seen wearing black polos with yellow writing or other gear with this logo. Some can also be identified by their tattoos. Now that you know more about Antifa and the Proud Boys, what are your thoughts about these two groups and their rise in the US? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to rate this story using our Straight Arrow Bias Meter.